In this short video, we are going to design a phylogenetic tree that is centered around Taco Bell menu items. So before we begin working to make our tree, there's some key terms that we should go over. First, we have anagenesis, which is the evolution of a lineage over time. Similar to anagenesis, we have cladogenesis, which is the splitting of one lineage into two. Then we have OTUs, or operational taxonomic units, which are used to classify closely related groups of organisms based on their DNA sequences. Then we have a rooted tree, which is what we will be looking at in our video today, and that is a tree classified by unique nodes, where the root is the most recent common ancestor of all members of the tree. In rooted trees, there are internal nodes, which are common ancestors of descendants. There is also a most recent common ancestor, which is the trunk of the tree, and is also classified as where the lineages diverge. Lastly, we have an outgroup, or a member of the tree that diverged earlier than all other organisms. For now, I will leave you with these definitions, but we will continue to discuss these further when we begin making our tree. So now, we will begin to introduce the organisms that will make up our phylogenetic tree. We have a burrito, quesarito, soft taco, hard taco, quesadilla, crunchwrap, Doritos Locos Tacos, chalupa, and nachos as the different organisms present in our phylogenetic tree. So now we are going to begin the process of developing our tree by making groups. I've decided to group them by their exterior, making them either our soft/tortilla group, hard/shell group, or our other group, which will be our outgroup in this case. For our soft/tortilla group, we have a few different organisms present. We have a soft taco, burrito, quesadilla, quesarito, and a crunch wrap. As for our hard/shell group, we have a hard taco, Doritos Locos Tacos, and a chalupa. Lastly, we have our outgroup, which would be our nachos. Now, based on these groups, we will begin to make our phylogenetic tree. Based off of our first grouping, we have identified our outgroup to be nachos. We see that nachos do not have anything in common with the rest of the species in our tree, so they are known as our outgroup, and they will diverge significantly earlier than our other species. Now we note the divergence between our two groups, the soft/tortilla group and the hard/shell group, as they have significant differences in OTUs, and the event that occurs during the split is known as cladogenesis, where one lineage splits into two. We're going to move on and build our branch with our soft/tortilla group. We begin with the soft taco, as it is the common ancestor for all of the later generations of organisms. Next, we move on to the burrito, which is most closely related to the quesarito, followed by the quesadilla and the crunch wrap, as they share similar characteristics or OTUs. Similar to what we discussed earlier for the soft/tortilla group, we're going to design the branch for the hard/shell group. We start with the hard taco, followed by the Doritos Locos Tacos, which is most similar to the hard taco, and then we end with the chalupa, which is similar to the hard taco but has some differences that lead to it having a further branch. Here is our final phylogenetic tree for Taco Bell menu items, and here are my references.